So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. McTominay gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. And it's Mendes. Shot at goal! Forward it goes. Opts for safety. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Doué. And here's Ibrahimovic. Zaire Emery. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Kaka. Now it's Torres. And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. And it's Mendes. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. He's found some space. And he shoots! Mbappe. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Torres. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can...
Seedorf! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Yaya Toure. Oh, that's neat. Seedorf. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! Goal! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Lukaku. Threads one in. Great vision. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Corner number 2 then. Toure plays it short. Cross needs to be good. Pickford trying to keep this in. Tries to get it clear. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Jeff Chiba really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Lovely bit of skill. Played in deep. He rises! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Cannavaro, and it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He can run onto that. That's a decent clearance. And that's been won straight back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So much time and space here. Zaire Emery. Now Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Jeff Chiba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, well played. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now he's off and running. Pedri. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's burst through. Can he get it through? Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And the counter is on. Decent progress down the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still just a single goal between the sides.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's Seedorf. Chance, surely! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nuno Mendes. Now he's got space here. And a goal kick. Zaire Emery. He shifted it to the flank. Kaká. That's a cute ball. And this is Torres. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Messi goes short. Defending of the desperate variety. Kaká. Chance! And yes, it's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The goal scorer for Nigeria after 67 minutes is number 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Rummenigge coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Nigeria get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game.
And Hullet! So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Over to the left. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Ibra. Takes a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Torres. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi receives it in a wide position.
Nigeria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Torres. Now it's Kaká. Shapes to shoot! And that could have brought them level.
Pedri is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the shot! Terrific save by Abiati. So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nigeria making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 19, Seydorf. Coming on the field.
And that was nowhere near his best. Not the most accurate pass. That's a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Quality ball. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's very neat. And it's Kimmich.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Pinches it off him. Cannavaro. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Rijkaard. Aviati punts it upfield. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And here's Thuram. Oh, just skips past his man. And it's made its way to him. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. McTominay voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's a performance you can't really complain about, both in terms of inspiration and industry. It was a hard-working win, but when necessary, they were able to call upon that creativity and the ability to dig in.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line.
Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's McTominay. Now it's McTominay. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now there's a fine ball. McTominay is onto this. Looking to go deep. He rises! And it's come back out to him. And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Lukaku. Back when it goes. And the shot! Goal! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Salah looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Keeper's dealt with that, and he thumps it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Look at the space. Can he finish? In for the pieces. It's there. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Bebeto. Mohamed Salah. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Doué, played out to the left flank. Serginho gets into a good position. And it's Doué. He's tried one! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Van der Vaart. Some front-footed pressing going on here. McTominay. Doué looking to add to his goal. Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Doué. Steaming on goalwards. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fernando Torres. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Has a look up and drives it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's good play from him.
He's under a lot of pressure there. He shifted it to the flank.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Hakimi. Hullet. And the counter is on. And it's Doué. And he's decided to go for it. Bebeto. And it's Fernando Torres. It's a really well-measured ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Beckenbauer, Rijkaard, kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Jeff Chiba clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Van der Vaart, Costa Curta. Oh, they could be caught out here. Gattuso, Maldini. And it's Doué. Good chance here! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Van der Vaart. Beckenbauer. Tries to pass it through. Beckenbauer. And it's Fernando Torres. Out to the left it goes. Now this could... Oh, shooting chance! So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And he's in on goal. And it's Hullet. That's really good defending. Costa Curta.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's Van der Vaart. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Gets a good foot in there. Salah, chance here to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a measured ball. Beckenbauer. That's the keeper's ball.
Mohamed Salah really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Costa Curta. Ball is over the line. Sao Paulo choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And it's Salah. Beckenbauer. Mohamed Salah. This looks promising. And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That's a decent clearance. Doué. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Doué. He's found the way through. Doué! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A case now of complete control. Drogba. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Yaya Toure. And it's Hakimi. That's tidy. Back up he goes! He's got a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. More and more pressure on the ball here. And they're back on the ball again. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Drogba has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. 5 minutes left on the clock. Costa Curta. Van der Vaart. Hakimi touches it back. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Sao Paulo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under...
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Gabriel did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe! Oh, nice one too, very nice. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. And he shoots! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Lukaku. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? Decent chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Mbappe. For Xavi Alonso. Oh, good spread. Yamal. He's found a way through. It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Yamal. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Bellingham! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in. Jeff Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Xavi Alonso clears. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he was alert to it.
Jeff Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality...
And a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cross into the box.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Half an hour played now. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Aimed beyond the defence. Stood up well to him there. Quality ball. Oh, they could break here. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's McTominay. Real chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bellingham. Swings in across. Well, he's dealt with that well. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Flashes it across. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
Everyone, please welcome the 2 sides.
Spain get the ball rolling for the second period.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pedri. Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, played right into his path. He's had a shot! Bellingham. And here's Lukaku. Hit into the middle. And the ball is out of play. Pedri. Xavi Alonso. And the return pass. Pedri. Back towards the middle. And it's Pedri. It's Xabi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He has found the way through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as...
Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's been shifted off it. Seedorf, the ball goes in, and that should get the job done. Mbappe, Gabriel gets it away, and that's been won straight back. Oh, sweet feet. Now the delivery. It's a goal kick. Pedri, and it's Pedri, and Yamal, goes looking wide, and a shot! Lukaku, Gattuso, ambitious ball here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pedri. Now Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham. Now the ball in. And out it comes again.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's got tall. And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And here's Lukaku. Plays a sharp little ball here. Xabi Alonso gets over and intercepts. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Smoothly does it. Gattuso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pedri. Out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Now has he got the beating of his mark? Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. That's the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short, and this is Lukaku. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mateus is offering a wry smile there.
And this is Bale. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, super ball. Batistuta. Corner given. Abiati claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Played out wide. Bellingham. And a shot! It's a loose ball. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat.
Great shot! And one more try! And that should get the job done. That's a delicate pass. And he's straight offside. That has been slung wide. Crosses it in. Cleared away. Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Bale gets into a good position. Bale is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pull it.
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Yaya Toure. And Mateus. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he whips it, climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Toure with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bale. And a chance!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Hullet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hullet does well to get it back. Mitoma. And here's it's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He slings it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's burst through. Nakata. Bellingham. And it's Nakata. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Cleared away. That's a throw. Oh, that's a fine interception. Lukaku. Mitoma, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mitoma. And he's on a charge. Lukaku. It's run loose here. Ball driven towards the far post. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Just eases him off the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Saliba. Lukaku is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Bale. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Mitoma. It's Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Now it's Batistuta. Played out towards the right wing. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Seedorf.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Seedorf. With Toma. An instinctive delivery. And the ball is out of play. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Hullet. Number 23, Lukaku. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 25, Mateus. Number 18, Mitoma. Coming on the field, number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 15.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hok-Ji-Sung.
Number 21, Desiree Doué.
Tries to play it. Big chance!
Serginho.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Haaland. Hernes. And it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Jeff Chiba really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this...
Bellingham! And it's come back out to him. Bale finds himself offside. Bale looks to get on the end of this. Bale.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Haaland can be a real threat inside the box. Could move up a gear here. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And that was very necessary. Serginho, he's got away. Great ball, a decent chance! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Jeff Chiba are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So we have the first goal. There's the shot! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the scorer. Simple as.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the number on the board is 3. Looking to play him in. Serginho picks it up out. Real chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So we have a break. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Hernes picking up the man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one.
Has a shot! That was mighty close. Schlotterbeck and Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get rid. Played back to the goalkeeper. Yehi. Xavi Alonso. And it's Robertson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, nice touch. Clipped into space. And this is Xavi Alonso. Now it's Lewandowski. Messi. Serginho receives it in a good position. He's having a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. Olise at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Yaya Toure. McTominay. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Spread out to the left. Hoisted in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Jeff, Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well measured. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No, that's been intercepted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho. Now it's Xabi Alonso. And this is Lewandowski. And it's Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lewandowski! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Jeff Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And this is Lukaku. He's looking wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gattuso with the short one. Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And this is Lukaku. And now a sudden chance to counter. Xavi Alonso. Gehi spots it and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets good distance on it. Played in by Robertson. Maldini clears it away. Lukaku powering forward here. Lukaku, good purposeful. It's Lukaku! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lukaku is offering a wry smile there.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, crossbar! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Jeff Chiba really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Robertson. Serginho. And it's Lukaku. Now it's Hullet. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a chance! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the goal! Galatasaray! And they've got their lead back. And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Jeff Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lukaku. And it's McTominay. He's in a great position here. Big chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Serginho. Seedorf gets a foot in here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Serginho. Decent progress down the left. Ibrahimovic. Cleared without complication. Corner number 3 coming up.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Seedorf.
They've played it short. Now it's McTominay. Yaya Toure! And that has been clubbed away. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, sweet feet. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Flings in across. Played it again. Abiati claims it, safe hands. Can he spark a counter here? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Olise receives it in a wide position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now this could be a chance. Serginho. Nice bit of trickery. Another chance! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Rafa Silva coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your...
There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substitution on the field.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Right card.
Minutes has been indicated.
For Olise. He's found a way past. Now it's Odegaard. Skip. Rafinha! Now, who's going to be first to this? McTominay gets it clear. Hernes, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Nice control. Hernes proves... And that's that. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Neymar. Kessié, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
That's positional gold. The utilisation...
Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar picks it up out wide. It's a threatening... Can he finish? He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ball's played through. And he's on a charge. Well, that's a little loose. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hakimi. River Plate finding their passes. Hazard. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, no joy this time. Has a look and plays it forward. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on... Here's a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Fires it. Can he finish? Gattuso gets rid without sophistication. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross needs to be good. Spread it left. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Adams spots it and intercepts. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. McTominay goes on a charge down the left. Beckenbauer, he's given the time to pick a pass. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Beckenbauer gets it clear.
Jeff, Chiba can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
5 minutes till the break. Now it's Haaland. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that was vital. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. And Hullet! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That'll be a throw-in. Hazard gets into a good position. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And he's managed to get rid. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Messi. Palmer. Maradona. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here! Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. Aims beyond the defence. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Spread out to the left. Hazard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Mendes. Played out towards the right wing. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hakimi. Backward it goes. Palmer! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now the ball's gone astray. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! It's in!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
The goal scorer for River Plate after 57
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gattuso turns back here, probably the best option. And that's going right the way across. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Neymar tries a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Passes short and sharp. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
River Plate choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mitoma. Number 20, Neymar.
And it's Serginho.
Number 25,
Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
number 27,
McTominay.
Number
Gattuso
15,
is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Hernes touches it back. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's picked his way through. It's a good-looking delivery.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafinha. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Pullet gets a foot in here. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. Gattuso. That has been slung wide. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time for a change in personnel. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Pullet stood his ground strongly. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And he's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified. I think we're just about done here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pullet. Now who's going to be first to this?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Mbappe delivers with wit. He gets big. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Pullet voted man of the match and deserved. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's the chance to counter. Bernardo Silva in acres of space out wide. Gattuso. Pressing high and with purpose. Back towards the middle. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Gets into some space. And he's cut it out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Forlan. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. And here's Iñaki Williams. Rijkaard has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Too close for comfort. And it's Forlan. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Nistelrooy! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, facing up to... He's going for goal!
He was berating his defence.
And it's been given away. Van Nistelrooy. McTominay. Now Mitoma. Hullet. And this is Ibrahim. Real chance! He's scored! 200. It's the goal they all came to see. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. And now the breakaway. Hazard. Oh, important interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Marseille certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Van Nistelrooy going about things with real menace. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Delivers with wit. He's got tall. It's there. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Marseille looking to pass their way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mitoma. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. And it's McTominay. Pullet. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Referee has just said play on. He's shifting through the gears here. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Opts for safety. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Some really good ball movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they've got a throw. And here's Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's Hullet. And he has been fouled there. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Hullet! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
But pour l'équipe de l'Olympique de Marseille. Après 57 minutes de jeu par le numéro 26.
Marseille get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Toma. Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. Azar. Bernardo Silva chasing after it. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's with the keeper. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to...
Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Changement.
McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Maldini. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, there's a probing ball. Over to the left.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible There's the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely shaped ball. Van Nistelrooy. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pullet gets it away. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Forlan, expertly cut out, really nicely done. McTominay gets it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now the ball's gone astray. Played into space. Takes a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
26. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 5, Messi.
Serginho with the clearance. He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Marseille really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! So close to drawing level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Le numéro 21.
Marseille making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
In with the challenge. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's off and running. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
And that's a throw-in. We are into stoppage time. Searching pass he's played there. Kukçu. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now Van Dijk. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And it's Serginho. Caresses it through. Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. Knocks it out wide. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now it's Rafinha. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Good ball, good take. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mbappe!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. And he's surging through. Shoots! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that was very necessary. Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Eder Militao. Marquinhos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho. Gattuso. Yaya Toure. And it's Serginho. Rafinha. And it's Marquinhos. That's Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho. Yaya Toure. And it's Maldini. Gattuso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... It's Ibrahimovic!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's chosen to go back. Aimed beyond the defence. Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Crosses it into the area. And he's taking no chances there. There will be a throw-in.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. That's travelling a long way. And there's the end of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
McTominay. And Serginho. Mbappe. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Rijkaard. Opts for safety. Marquinhos. And Rafinha. Now this could be a chance. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
This is the time you need that pace.
McTominay. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Pullet with a real chance here. Pullet! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He scores! Right back in the game! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gattuso. Now Hoeneß. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Iniesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van de Ven. Rijkaard. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's McTominay. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless.
Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Just about up to 75 minutes. McTominay really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Rafinha. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, can they get him away? Hazard looking to run onto it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos. Oh, can he get onto this? Serginho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. This looks promising, and he's certainly onside. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, Hazard. El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 10.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is a great pick out. Isak. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maldini clears it away. And it's Vitinha. Bellingham, he's on it, can he get away? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Looking for the run. He's having a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments.
And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Messi. Mbappe. Chance! It's a loose ball. It is a corner, good chance. Right card! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. And this is Lukaku. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lukaku unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pings in across. And now they can clear their lines. Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Fenerbahce definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Hakimi. He's shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. McTominay with the clearance. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Delivery from Mbappe.
That's good defensive.
Fallen! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
No goals as yet. Rijkaard does well to get it back. And the through ball. Toure deals with that comfortably. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need...
Ibrahimovic! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Hakimi is there to clear. Gattuso. And that's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Yaya Toure. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gattuso. And it's Rijkaard. McTominay. It's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Here, it's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what in he goes again! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No,
He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Rijkaard. Turns and goes back. Gets his head on it! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. McTominay. And here's Lukaku. He's having a go! Just a whisker away. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Azar. Fenerbahce finding their passes.
Has been indicated.
Good chance here! And that certainly packed a punch. Abiati clears. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Hakimi drives it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. He's got a goal! Fenerbahce are back on level terms. Fenerbahce grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? That's good play. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's McTominay. Just eases him off the ball.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Gullit. Azar. Messi. Oh, that... And a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Fenerbahce get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. Toure simply refused to be outdone there. Van der Ven. Opts for safety. And it's Azar. Now it's Forlan. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out to the left it goes. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe takes a look up. And it's Azar. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
Lukaku is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. That's the keeper's ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Forlan. Tries a measured ball.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Oh, they can break here. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strong running down that left flank. So what can they make of this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Stood up well to him there. Gattuso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's onto this. He is through here. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post.
Fenerbahce nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. Oh, he's got a side of goal. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Azar looking to add to his goal. McTominay. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into space. And he was alert to it. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mitoma. Played back into the centre. And it's McTominay. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. He's in a great position here. Lovely pass, but... Vieira! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now that looks a decent ball. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the...
Messi!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nesta. Vieira. Rijkaard promptly onto that. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Messi. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Lukaku. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Tries to pass it through, and the shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. It's a promising position. Seedorf. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Pull it. Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hernes. That's an imaginative pass. Rijkaard. Danielson gets across and deals with it. Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Danielson. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cantona. Out to the left it goes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Scholes. Rummenigge. And he shoots!
Jeff, Chiba really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Opts for safety. McTominay. Now Mitoma. Seedorf. Cantona. Scholes. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Hoeneß will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Great vision. Danielson. Played in by Danielson. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's managed to get free. No way through, so back it comes. That's a good ball out wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hoeneß, looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, can he get onto this? And this is Lukaku. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Hoeneß. Maldini goes direct. Costa Curta. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Roberto Carlos. Scholes. Chalobah. Now Costa Curta. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Here we go again, then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared away. That'll be a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gattuso plays it short. Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lovely feet. McTominay receives it in a good position here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Belletti. Cantona. And it's Scholes. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge. There's great chance! Maldini gets rid without sophistication. And he's gone long. Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gattuso with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Seedorf. Chalobah. And Scholes. Over to the left. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. That is ended up in no man's land. McTominay looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
And this is Ibra. Oh, shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Belletti. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about...
He's having a go! And he has kept it out somehow!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Hullet. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Hoeneß in acres of space out wide. Hoeneß. Bullish header! Oh, off the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Substitution on the field.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Maldini.
Number 10,
Seedorf.
coming on the field. Number 13,
And here's Haaland.
Number
Seedorf. Neymar. And he's being shifted off it.
Neymar. Number 15.
And here's the chance to counter. Scholes. And it's Belletti. Cantona. 75 minutes played. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played.
Heracles clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cleared without complication. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Denilson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether You want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the first goal of the game.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Substitutions taking place.
McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Seedorf. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Swings in across. Abiati claims it without
And
any
again, it has
fuss.
been indicated.
Eze. Hernes. Gattuso. Eze. He's looking wide. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernes. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are... Can he finish? Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Eze. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Bale. Corner given. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Gattuso. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And the counter is on. Good pressure, determined, intense. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Passing is crisp and sharp. So it is still 0-0. Ambitious ball here. Forlan providing an outlet on that flank. McTominay. And it's Serginho. Ibrahimovic touches it back. Gattuso. And it's Rijkaard. For Yaya Toure. And it's Maldini. And it's Hullet. Gattuso. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Lukaku.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. And it's Maldini. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Turns back here, probably the best option. Serginho. And this is Lukaku. Gives it back. Clipped into space. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Lukaku. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Looking tidy in possession here. Searching pass he's played there. Yaya Toure. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Gattuso. McTominay. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Bale.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Bale. It's Bale! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Gattuso. Pull it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gattuso gives no... There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. Serginho. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. And here's Lukaku. Oh, Ibrahimovic! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Serginho's cross.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gattuso looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
McTominay really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Gattuso with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Eze. And it's Forlan. Pressure coming in from all directions. It's Bale! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ibrahimovic gets it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Lukaku. Forlan. Now it's Bale. Now it's Eze, and he's managed to get free. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. It's a mighty effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Maldini looking to provide the solidity his team so need. McTominay. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Serginho. And here's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Forlan producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that should get the job done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
(1-0) as we head towards the end. Serginho. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
To Maldini. Gattuso. And here's Ibrahimovic. McTominay. And here's Hullet. Deep cross. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Coming on the field is number 20, Rigori.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And he's forced to go back. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's a good run down the left. Very much into the last knockings. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Ribéry. Hernes quietly revving up. Van de Ven. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separate.